All right, happy Thursday and happy Juneteenth. I'm meteorologist Hannah Fink and you're watching Next Weather. We do have a few things to talk about, so let's just get right into it. Currently with the tropics here in the Atlantic, we are staying quiet. There's no new development expected in the next 7 days for the Atlantic hurricane season. Now in the Pacific, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it on social media. They are in a different hurricane season. They have a different list. I like to remind people because I know this does confuse certain people. Hurricane Eric has just hit the southwest coast of Mexico. It rapidly intensified and was a Category 3 hurricane this morning. And it weakened since landfall and is now a Category 1, a very low Category 1, and is expected to disorganize into a low pressure system this evening. Here's a look at its current track. It's still 1, and then around 6 p.m. it'll decrease to a disorganized low pressure system, bringing in a lot of rain, gusty winds. The main threat with this for the southwest coast of Mexico is heavy rainfall, life-threatening flooding, and then also mudslides are associated with this as well. Here along the Gulf Coast, we thought it was hot, and it is actually about to get hotter. The main thing we're going to be talking about into this weekend is the heat. I know most of us are thinking, what do you mean it's already been hot? Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's about to get hotter out there. So this is the ridge that is going to be placing itself over us into the weekend. It'll slowly make its way out of our area around, I would say, late into next week. Here's the heat risk for Sunday. You can see where some of us are in that patchy red, which is a major heat risk, but for the most part, we are in that moderate risk for heat. So what does this mean? Make sure you are taking care of yourself, drinking plenty of water, taking breaks in the shade. Know the difference between heat stroke as well as heat exhaustion. A lot of us do experience symptoms of heat exhaustion, especially in the summertime down here. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, as well as just paying attention to the signs that your body is giving you if you need a break from the heat. Now this ridge is a high pressure system, which means sinking air is coming in for us. So that actually means a lot can change with rain chances as well. But continuing on, here's a look at the Climate Prediction Center. This is their temperature outlook. We are just above average, so we're warmer than normal for the next week, June 25th to June 29th. Here's a look at what it's going to do to our highs over the next 10 days. You can see we go up to slightly above average. A lot of us will be seeing that 93-degree mark, and then more inland, it'll be a lot hotter out there. Another thing is it's bringing our heat index values into the triple digits. Tomorrow we'll be at 99, but throughout the entire weekend, we will see over 100-degree heat index values. A lot of us will see different ones. Some of us along the coast could see 105-degree heat index, so just keep that in mind. But luckily, it has been storming here along the Gulf Coast. We've been seeing more widespread showers and thunderstorms, but like I said, this is bringing sinking air to our area. So it's going to be hotter out there, but that sinking air is going to prevent those thunderstorm clouds from going up into the atmosphere, causing them to rise, and that'll cause them to strengthen and be stronger. So that is why we were seeing widespread thunderstorms over the last week or two, but now they'll be a lot more isolated and there'll be more sea breeze associated. So the rain chance isn't going to be near zero, but it's going to be lower than what we've been seeing in the forecast. We've been seeing 50 to 70% of those rain chances will be staying along the lines of that 30 to 40% because of those sea breeze thunderstorms. Another thing we saw this morning, the National Weather Service of Mobile did give us a damage assessment on the cantonment, excuse me if I'm saying that incorrectly, but cantonment tornado. That is a very short-lived EF0 tornado in Escambia County, Florida. Its path was only 5 yards in length and lasted 1 minute. It was 11:41 a.m. to 11:42 a.m. It was most likely a spin-up occurring from a leftover waterspout, and this occurred with a batch of thunderstorms on July 17th. So I thought that would be interesting to point out. I'm sure a lot of you all have seen that on social media. There's videos out about tree damage from that thunderstorm. I saw them with some of those meteorologists posting in Northwest Florida. Another thing we're tracking specifically for today, this is current conditions across the southeast, but what I'm trying to show you is that line of thunderstorms that is in northern Alabama and Mississippi coming out of Arkansas. That is a boundary being pushed down from a cold front. There's going to be showers and thunderstorms throughout the evening tonight as it slowly makes its way towards us. Current radar right now, you can see that in our more northern spots, there is that line right there. You can see it really through, oh, zoom in, wrong way, my bad guys. But You can see a lot of areas are seeing those showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire area. In our northern counties, it is slowly making its way to Mobile and Baldwin County. You can see that green line right in front of it. That is the outflow boundary, so that is actually gusts of wind. There's some lightning associated with this, but as we make our way throughout the day, sea breeze line can make its way through and fuel these a little bit into the evening hours, so we could see some stronger storms. Some of them could have severe potential, but we'll keep an eye on that as it makes its way throughout the day. Temperatures right now are staying warm. We're in the lower 90s along the beaches, 91 in Gulf Shores, 92 in Navarre, 92 in Pensacola, 91 in Mobile, 91 in Bay Minette, and then 89 in Atmore, 82 in Evergreen, 85 in Grove Hill, and 92 in Leesville. Our northern spots have cooled off just a little bit because of those rain showers making their way there. Over the next 10 hours, temperatures are expected to drop as those rain showers make their way to our area. Currently, for the 3 p.m. hour, we'll be at 90 degrees with 101 heat index in Mobile. And then as we make our way throughout the evening, temperatures will drop just a little bit to the mid to lower 80s, but that heat index value will be in the lower 90s. So it's still going to feel hot out there, even with those rain showers trying to cool us off. Here's that muggy meter. We are staying in that muggy category, but it does feel miserable out there. Either way, this mugginess is not going anywhere. It is a part of our summertime pattern. If you have plans in the next 5 hours, scattered thunderstorms are expected throughout the entirety of the evening into dinner time. So if you have dinner time plans for Juneteenth, keep that in mind. We could see some of these showers and thunderstorms, especially as that line makes its way down towards our area. It's already in our area. Spreading more south into our area as it just made its way through our northern spots. Will be in the mid 80s overall, but keep that radar on hand if you do have any outdoor plans. Here's a look at those rain chances for Mobile for today. You can see they really start to ramp up around 4 o'clock. We go from a 30 to a 40% chance, and 7 p.m. we could see more scattered showers and thunderstorms in certain areas. Here's a look at the timing of that. This has been a little bit early. As you can see, that's the moving out of our way around, I would say 9:45, but it's a little early on it, so that's why I didn't put timestamps. It's just to kind of show you the progression of that line, making its way through the area. Once sun sets, it should be near the coast, so those will start to dissipate a little bit because daytime heating is not fueling that instability. Here's your lows for tomorrow morning. It's still going to be warm out there. That is not going to change much. Near the beaches will be in the upper 70s, 76 in Pensacola and 79 in Destin, and our more inland spots will be in the lower 70s for any morning activities you have for your Friday. Here's your forecast highs tomorrow. All of us will be at that 90-degree mark or higher. Like I said, that ridge is coming in, so it is going to feel hot tomorrow. Some of us getting into the mid-90s as well. I would point out some of them, but overall, we're all going to feel hot. 93 in Mobile, 89 in Fairhope, 93 in Brentwood, 91 in Grove Hill, 91 in Navarre, and 92 in Lucedale. Here's a look at that heat index value for tomorrow. You can see we're going to be in the triple digits starting as early as noon, and we're going to stay consistent into about 3 o'clock when we're just barely at that mark, but it's going to feel hot tomorrow. Drink plenty of water if you have outdoor plans. Make sure you are taking breaks in the shade. It's going to be a hot one into the entirety of the weekend, but luckily the beach forecast, if you're trying to cool off, low risk of rip currents over the next 3 days. Still pay attention to those beach flags, but we're not seeing a reason as to why they would change, but that could also change throughout the weekend. We never know what could occur, but temperatures will be in the 90s, low risk of rip currents, and that surf is around 1 to 2 feet for the next 3 days. So nice beach weather out there. It's going to be hot. Just make sure you apply that sunscreen. That UV index is going to be extreme tomorrow and very high on Saturday and Sunday. So make sure you're lathering up that sunscreen. Burn time is about 10 to 15 minutes. Here's a look into your 7-day forecast. You can see those rain chances do drop just quite a bit because of that ridge moving over us. So we'll see sea breeze thunderstorms. A lot of us will not see that. So most of us will stay dry and we will stay hot. Our highs are going to be basically at 93 degrees for the majority of the next 7 days. That could fluctuate and go higher. And then our lows will be in the mid 70s. Showers and thunderstorms are likely in the 10-day forecast as well. We are now staying in that summertime pattern where we are staying hot, we are staying muggy, and we are seeing those storm chances continue on over the next week. Thank you so much for joining me for Next Weather. I'll see you tomorrow.